You said it when I first said it.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Fuck my bad.
It's just
Oh no,
I
I'm.
agree to it.
I've got 4 other people in a Discord call, and I'm still hearing voices in my head.
Okay.
Ah,
Are you good to start session 0, Peter?
I don't know, am I?
Well, I think everybody's ready.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, are you good, Ben? Regan said you might have difficulty with your character.
Yeah, we.
Just wait. I don't actually have a character. Like, I didn't prepare for this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Do you have
okay.
a character sheet with you?
I've got
well,
his
you
character
can-
sheet from last time still.
Oh, well, you can just use D&D Beyond. It can just give you the basic stuff that you can like copy over like later, if you need to. Gives you like
Yeah,
the
Ben,
base
we'll-
stuff.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the. I'll put it in the chat. D&D Beyond, and you can just Google it, and then it takes you to a site where you can build all your own stuff. I'll do it at the same time as you, so we can help each other out.
And like the 3 of us kind of have characters, but like we'll be like making them and stuff once we've gotten the talking stuff over with, all the session 0 stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just a short little session today where, we just cover, maybe like boundaries. We talk about things we want to talk about regarding the sessions and campaigns. If there's any problems, boundaries, we talk about that, and then we can build the characters. And then next time we have next session, we're good to start the campaign. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, if everyone's not tired, I could drop the very start of the campaign on you at the end of this and leave you on an incredible cliffhanger.
Okay.
Yeah, so the main thing I want to talk about for session 0 is the NPCs in world do not reflect my own thoughts or beliefs. I don't condone going out and murdering animals or like living in a fiefdom or
I
like
do.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we can be friends then.
I told you he was gonna pipe up.
But yeah, so when I do stuff in the world, I describe the world to you and the actions, what happens when your actions happen. I am not, like, even though I may use the word, oh, you do something happens to you, I'm not talking about you the player, I'm talking about you the character. So, like...
Yeah, I know.
I do not intend to, like, make anyone feel bad about what decisions they do, like, etc., etc. Oh, and the second really important thing I want to cover, only roll when I ask.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you go like, oh, I want to investigate all the stuff around here, oh, look at that, I rolled a 20, I might not be prepared with anything, or I might have said, that's more of a perception check, etc., etc. Yeah.
Okay, listen to you, DM.
Oh, third important thing, which isn't really that important, except I do meets or beats. If the roll, like a d20 for attack, meets the armor class, it's the same as, it matches, it beats it. That means that, like, if you get hit with a 17 and your AC is 17, you'll be hit.
Okay.
That's fair.
Anything below that, and you're fine. If you're rolling in an enemy and they have a AC 17, if you meet 17, that's good. Otherwise, you failed. Okay, that's all of my stuff.
Guys, is there anything that you have thought of that you want to talk about?
Not necessarily.
Sky, do you have anything?
No. I mean, if an issue pops up for me, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I can't think of anything.
I have a few points that I wanted to bring up. My first one is kind of just cash. I wanted to know everybody's feelings on like romance being in the campaign, because we don't do anything like explicit or smexy stuff, because yeah, it's gross. But are we comfortable with like doing romances like between NPCs or between like our characters? Is that a no? Is that a yes?
Fine by me.
Yeah, I'm open to that. We haven't really done any of that in these games before.
Yeah.
Oh,
we had that one time.
That one time.
With Seedlin and
Yeah.
Dabra in the bar.
As DM, I won't ever have an NPC flirt with you. If you say I want to flirt with them, then they'll start flirting back. But only if that's what you want.
Cool.
Well, I just wanted to check on that one. My second point, I'm going to work them up, is I think we do need to work on a bit more communication, like kind of signaling, pausing perhaps if somebody's like, needs to take a break, or, maybe just take breaks every occasion to be like, oh, we're having fun, it's all going good, or, stuff like that. And introducing like the signaling system, we've talked about it a few times. Yeah. So put it in the... I'll put it in the chat, so like we can do. Hold on, we can do like blue for fun. These are just examples, but like red if stop or no. Then we've got yellow is feeling and you put like a little heart in the chat, and like that will like signal to everybody like how you're feeling, or if you need a break, things like that.
And
just so that way there's more communication, and if you don't want to say anything out loud, it's a bit easier.
I think we should have one for just like us in particular is just running to the bathroom and is going to be quick without having to disrupt the chat. So maybe what color should that be? Oh,
that's just an example. We can do that properly. And I'll do that properly in a sec.
Feel free to send them directly to me if you don't want them in the main chat. I have powers in Discord. I can take you out of the call. I can go into a separate call with you if you're really not feeling it. So yeah, if you want to send them directly to me, that's fine as well.
If everybody is good for that, if that's a good idea for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems good to me.
Okay.
I'm taking notes on my character, sorry. Yes.
That's good for you.
Yes, what are you agreeing to?
I'm agreeing to sell my soul.
That wasn't the goal.
That's always been Sky's goal.
Yeah, I want to be owned by someone else, okay?
Okay.
We weren't doing the concussion.
I have like kind of one point like last, but they kind of tie in together. Well, I forgot 2 points, but they tie in together a bit. It's just I've talked with like Peter about this, and it's just trying like role playing and like describing things a bit more. Like I know it's like hard to do, like I know. And like especially like for Ben, we don't expect you to be out of the gate like really good at it. Like we're still learning it, so don't be pressured. It's just it's sometimes I think we all struggle with kind of like getting into character. Like we're still like really stopped by like us the players are playing rather than we are playing the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it all ends up falling back on Peter to keep the momentum up.
Yeah, because like last time it really kind of bummed him out is that he had a party that didn't like each other, and the only reason they were kind of together was because we the players were friends, which makes sense. And it's just like
something I've learned about roleplay. It is entirely valid roleplay to say, I say something witty. I say something funny, like, I try to have my character do a performance. You don't need to go into details.
You need to like work. We need to work on like describing things, you know. Like, and there's like nothing wrong with saying that, but there's also like, it also helps to encourage others to like certainly be like, you know, I say something witty and then you'd be like, oh yeah, of course you would say that, you know, stuff like that. And then the last thing I just wanted to talk about is a little bit to you, Ben, is just from what we've played so far, there's nothing wrong with being chaotic, as you've chosen like chaotic characters and like evil characters. But just remember that sometimes being chaotic all the time isn't always the best choice. Yeah. You can certainly make chaotic choices, and I'm sure we all will. It's just
I did enjoy the roleplay he did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one shot was great.
Yeah. And also just to everyone, it's okay about like, you know, asking like questions in character or out of character, and it's okay to be shy or nervous to say anything out loud. And if and also Ben, and like you're still learning, so it's really okay to ask us questions. And if you need like just a pause in like role play to be like, I don't understand this, that's okay, and no one will ever get mad at you, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to cover that. Those are my points.
Cool.
Coolio. Alright, one thing I would want to go through for, like, Ben, but mostly just myself and everyone else, is I've got a list of the skills and what stat they use, and I want to go through, like, what kind of things I'll ask you, like, what situations they'll arise in, because, like, you see a game of D&D played, and somehow they work in, like, religion or arcana checks, and that's like, when do you do those?
Okay, so if it seems like I have a bit less thing, I have been. It's just I've also been trying to multitask.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Ben, I don't think any of us in this chat are neurotypical, so it's okay.
Yeah.
This guy might be pushing it, but she's on there too. Don't worry.
I'm not special. Is that what you're saying?
No, you are. You're just a little casual. Like casually saying it.
I'm a normie. Is that what you're saying?
Sky is the token.
Yeah, you're like the token, like straight, you know.
Neurotypical.
I'm your token. I'm your token normie.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd go as far as to call you a normie, though.
I mean,
yeah.
Have you seen the world
I know
we
some of
live
the
in?
shit you read.
Sky's about to go like play D&D with their co-workers. I saw an advertisement for DMs for co-workers, like, oh, it's a great team building exercise in the office.
Interesting.
Fair, I guess.
So if you
So
thought
what
that
Peter's
was
trying to say is, yes, I am a normie.
in many more words, it's the DM's job. Okay, if I maybe it would work better as a quiz. If I said, like, give me an insight check, what do you think I'm actually asking for?
Insight.
I was gonna say to be like, if we have any, like, if we can glean any knowledge from something that we're asking about, like, ooh, what's up with this table? Our insight would be like, I can see that it's made of wood.
Or
That's more an investigation.
Or are you asking more? What would we roll for it? Like,
Insight is kind of people based. You know, it's kind of like if you, like my example. So DM, I walk into this room and I see like a bunch of people milling around. Is the atmosphere kind of feeling heavy, or is it fun, lighthearted? What's the vibe?
Oh, roll me an insight check.
There you go.
Oh no, you only got a 5. You're pretty sure none of these people know each other at all.
Oh no.
It's kind of awkward. Sleight of hand. This one's one.
Doing anything sneaky.
Does it have to be sneaky?
It can be to do with like dexterity and stuff with your hands, like just trying to do things carefully, right?
Yeah. That's something that's like, if you want to do something with, because strength, and this one is weird, like strength has one skill and it's athletics. If you use athletics, I'm talking running, jumping, and climbing, and like throwing certain things, like javelins and larger things. Athletics isn't just track, it's also field. It's track and field. And so sleight of hand is all handy stuff.
Makes sense.
And then the difference between doing performance, persuasion, and intimidation, because sometimes it will be difficult to choose, and sometimes it'll be obvious.
And sometimes it'll depend specifically on the character.
That too, because if you want to, like, show off your skills, that's a very general statement, I want to show off my skills, you could be performing, you could just be putting on a performance, or you could technically be persuading, as in you want to show people that you're capable of doing something, or you could even be intimidating. You could be trying to show, I can do intimidating stuff. So, this is somewhere I would say DM gets final say, but if you think that you're trying to do something and I've got the wrong idea, please tell me. Like, don't argue, just tell me, like, I think this should be this other check, and I'll go, okay, yep, what's the reasons for it?
Yeah, like you're talking to a merchant and you're like, hey, can I have a look at your stock? And be like, Peter's like, roll me persuasion. It's like, I would like to use intimidation because I want to be like tough and like scary seeming.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Giving examples is good.
One thing I've seen going around online, animal handling, never for people. Even if the people are distraught, upset, angry, completely tired, people are not animals, do not count as animal handling.
Wait, people actually do animal handling for people?
Yeah, when someone's like completely exhausted, not thinking right, they'll go, oh, can I give them a comforting pat like you would a horse? And I'm like, God no, please don't play D&D like that.
Jeez.
Yeah, that will always be like, well, see, that's the thing, what else would you categorize it under? I would go for like survival
Charisma.
or medicine, or yeah, a charisma, flat charisma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
Has that covered everything?
You can still say you want to pat someone like a horse, but it would have to be in a really demeaning way, like you're deliberately being a dick.
Yeah.
With this campaign, and I think that's the next thing we'll go into, is explaining the campaign, and then we'll go into characters. History and religion are very intertwined, considering this is D&D and the gods exist.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this world, and I'm gonna go into storytelling mode, is only recently created, some 300 years ago. The 9 divines, trying to keep balance from all the different elemental planes, created a world and its 2 moons. The world has 2 continents and 2 seas, 2 oceans, I guess. And they put one group of each race upon each continent and then spread them out just a little. Balance. Over time, the people came to, like, realize they only knew... What?
Is it cutting out for anybody else?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, is it just me again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
keep
no.
going, sorry.
What? The people knew...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. The people knew only general knowledge, which was odd. Like, the first created peoples knew what trees were. They knew an oak tree from an apple tree from a birch tree. What happened there? Sounds like a seagull.
That was the cat that hates me.
Ah. Discord, making cats sound like seagulls. The peoples of all races knew general things. They knew what a culture was, they knew what a king was, but they never had any specific memories. They didn't have a memory of falling down hurt, they didn't have a memory of growing up. So, after 300 years, 4 or 5 generations of humans, a single generation of elves, 2-3 generations of dwarves, this world has built up around the religion of the 9 divines, and in particular, holding balance in all things. That's the intro to the world.
That's
Okay,
really
so
cool.
It's basically like
Oh.
every time they try to make a memory, the guys from Men in Black just wipe them.
Well, it's that they haven't made those memories yet in the first place.
Me and Nick are being so very quiet.
Oh no.
What do you 2 know?
Well, hopefully we'll be giving most of it to you guys, because I want this to be... You guys have the chance to separate what you as a player know... Oh no! Nick, no! Oh no, have I been cutting out for them?
You haven't been cutting out for me.
Nick, your internet shit. You have to come sit in my room.
I like how I've got Discord up. I'm looking at your guys' icons turning on and turning off, and I'm like, yep, those are people.
Are you back, Nick?
I had my mic muted up, idiot.
You muted your mic?
What?
I was having technical difficulties.
Okay.
So I muted my mic so I didn't speak over anybody while I was figuring it out.
Okay. It's all good.
But I am back now.
We're going over the world.
Well, I already know about it, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not favoritism. You guys will also be learning about the world.
To be fair, I was also helping make the world, so
Yes.
a little bit of favoritism.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna go through Nick's messages.
We did it
I'll
all
get all
in
the
chat.
private
It's just gonna tell us.
Yeah, we did it all in chat, like in verbal chat. I mean.
Damn it.
Yeah, you're fucked, man.
It's okay. Nick takes notes. They'll have something somewhere.
Fuck.
You mean that record all of your conversations and upload them on YouTube?
Oh, absolutely, every single one. Constant live stream. Boop. Copy. Boop. Paste. It doesn't have everything. Doesn't have
If you
everything.
guys keep on hearing like spiders being murdered in the background, it's because
That's meant to be. That's
I found a fucking spider spawner in Minecraft.
Oh.
oh.
Your internet is so much better than. I wish I could play Minecraft at the same time. Yeah. Things to know. Oh yeah, construction.
I mean, you'll learn most of the stuff in world, but
Yeah. But yeah, feel free to ask questions about the world, and I'll feel free to say, I haven't thought that through yet. Let me take a note. But also, I trust you guys to know the difference between what you know and what your characters know. Because, no spoilers, because you'll be playing it soon. I don't know. Your characters won't know anything about this world when they first get into it.
yes.
Cool.
But your backstories will still be relevant.
Everything will hold important.
Alrighty.
Are we all good then?
Holy shit, this is... Yeah, we're all good.
Are we gonna do some rolling for characters then?
The spider's
My favorite part?
right next to my base. This is
Oh
perfect.
You lucky bastard.
I just... 50 MOG burst if I've done half a half.
Spider or cave spider?
Spider.
Oh, okay. Because I had the unfortunate task of setting up a quadruple cave spider spawner, and I died from poison so many times.
Yeah, honestly, I don't bother with cave spider spawners.
Yeah. I mean, I was exploring abandoned mineshaft the other day, and I fucking found like 2 zombie spawners and 2 skeleton spawners. I was like, what the fuck?
Mate, I literally like dug down straight under my base, and there was a mine shaft. Just like right there, and none of us noticed it.
Tune in next time on this D&D playing Twitch channel where we play Minecraft together.
Okay, well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm fucking rolling for my character. It's my favorite bit.
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, so for Regan and Ben, like, I'm on the dndbeyond.com home screen, and like in the top left there is a create a character.
Okay.
Oh.
For Sky and Nick, do you have your characters done digitally or like on paper?
Mine's digitally.
Mine is also digital, but I can transfer it to paper if need be.
Okay, I was just wondering if like you find that more convenient, because I haven't really properly done it before. I've only used paper.
Where does it say create a character?
You can, if you if you go to collections, you can go to my characters, or if you make a profile, and you click on like your little profile thing, it says like characters in a drop down menu.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
With D&D, because I've messed around on it a lot. It is like really handy, and I do kind of prefer it now. At the base level, it doesn't give you like a lot of options. It gives you like a lot of base options. I've brought books so that way I have more options, but like it gives you a good basis for stuff. So like you can just use it to kind of get like the base stuff that you need if you're not going anything like too complicated, and you can just transfer that to a sheet, and then you can just put in whatever like other extras, like if you choose a different background or you want like a special skill from a different like book that you know of and stuff. Because
I'll be back. I'm gonna get some brownie.
because it can be a bit like difficult to like remember all the stuff you have to write down on your character sheet, like especially like your like specialties for like race and like class and stuff. I always forget to write those and like forget I have them. And on D&D you can like, it gives you like a whole section of just all the stuff that you have and stuff like once you're done. So, but like that's just preference, you know. It takes like a minute to figure out, but once you figure it out, it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
If anyone was actually going to look at the stream link I put in the Discord chat, I do have it up. Like,
Ooh. Am I allowed to re-roll any of my rolls, DM?
Don't you give us like one re-roll for like a bad roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've gotten pretty lucky with mine. Just gonna say, I've got 15, 14, 16? Yep, 16, 12, and then I got another 15.
That's not fair.
That's something I was gonna ask also. For Ben's character, would he be able to keep his base rolls from last time if he's still using the same character? Because that was pretty good. And
yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah. So Ben, with your new character, you still wanted to play like the same character, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Disreputable.
Yeah. Well, they've said that. They've said that you can use the same base rolls, but we're just going to put it at a level 1.
Okay.
I don't want to change my stats. These rolls are worse than what I did before.
What have you
Well,
got?
that's your own problem.
It's not letting me create an account
It won't?
for D&D Beyond. Yeah, like I choose my username and then it just stops.
Have you made an account with them before?
Nope.
Well, you might have to do that, like...
I mean, if you want, you can borrow my account. I don't mind. Because I also, like, have a few books on there.
Maybe. Ah, fucking spiders, go away.
Do wizards use intelligence or wisdom for spellcasting?
Depends on what kind of magician you are. What kind of magic caster you are.
Wizards, though, I think it's
Intelligence.
one of them.
Well, the one I'm going with, I think, is.
I found a floating minecart. I shall name it Gerald.
I mean, I wonder if I'm seeing if I can find a form fillable PDF that I could put on the Discord.
Unless you just want to get Mum to photocopy you another sheet.
Yeah, but doesn't that take like fucking 20 minutes or like an hour to fill out?
Well, this is taking a while too, but yeah, that's a good point. It'll probably be more convenient for you if it's online.
Alright.
I got 11 for my last stat. But I got pretty good rolls.
In the Discord, I've put the form fillable PDF. So, like, at least on Firefox, it just allows you to type things in just directly into each of the fields.
Unless you want to use Nick's account, Ben.
Because I don't mind. This guy already uses it.
I'm fine with either.
So many options.
I found a fucking skeleton spawner like 30 blocks away from the spider.
We're out here playing D&D. Ben's over here playing Minecraft.
The grind never stops.
Man,
I have once again made a dumb character.
you're a dummy.
Those are the most fun though.
Guess what my intelligence is?
-1.
But
Close to zero.
The total is 10.
Nice.
Nice.
yeah, you're a bit of a contrast to me. Mine's 17.
Yeah, but you might need to use
It's
it.
okay. I'm charismatic. It'll be fine.
I also have a charisma of 17. I get like +2 because I'm a half elf.
That's not fair. Fuck you.
I mean, what are you playing as? Introduce your
I'm a human.
characters.
I'm gonna be a little half elf wizard.
Nice.
with
Am
a
I
noble
the most
background.
inconsiderate human you have ever seen?
I'm going to be a big paladin dude.
Nice.
I'll be an elf.
Elf.
I think a wood elf.
Ooh.
Ow.
One-
Bravo.
one-
Ow.
One day we're going to have to play a one shot where I just say no one's allowed to be human, half elf, or elf. Find something else.
I mean, I want to make a king cuckoo.
I'm gonna be a
Ooh.
half dragon.
I'll be an orc that turned human because of a potion.
That could be
Ooh.
fun.
That would be fun.
You know what a king cuckoo is, Regan?
The crow ones?
Yeah, and they can only speak using like words and
Like
stuff
when
they've
they
heard
get-
before. So I'm gonna have like 2 notebooks and I'm gonna like write down all the like everything I hear so that way I know what I can like repeat back. It's gonna be great.
Well, now that I know all of your races, I know how all the people are going to react to you.
Probably pretty casually. We're not
Oh my
that
god.
fruity.
Is this a racist world?
No, but like, Nick, remember how the elves have closed off the inner forest? And people really aren't seeing many elves at all for like the past 10, 20, 30 years?
Ooh.
Ah.
Because-
Oh, boy.
Put it in a cage. Yeah.
Man, I've got a total of 9 hit points.
Oh no. Level 1, boys and girls.
Hmm.
How many hit points do you have, Guy?
Can I go back to being level 7? I liked having like 50 hit points.
How many do you have? Like 12?
Let me see, I have to save my new stats so it tells me.
I'm always gonna have fucking low hit points though. I'm a wizard.
I
yeah,
have 12 hit points.
Woo!
I guess right on the dot. Oh yeah.
Hey, Sky. What,
Yes.
You're a paladin. Who's your god?
Oh, do I have to swear fealty to one of the 9 deities you've made up?
No, you don't.
Ah, sweet. I follow the god of Kalimvar, the Church of Kalimvar.
Uh-huh.
He's a death god.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Spells.
It's fucking rude.
I have to go find the quote that my doctrine. I have to go find it so I can write it down.
Oh yeah, Peter said I can bring my familiar with me. I've got a little crow.
Cool. Hey Peter,
Yeah.
with my character, cause we've talked a bit about my backstory and stuff.
Yep.
What would make sense for a ranger for its preferred and for its favored enemy to be? If like you think there would be one in particular. It's alright if you don't. I can choose my own.
In D&D there are gorgons, like the most famous of which was Medusa, the people who turn
Yeah,
people into stone.
But these are like aberrations and beasts and celestials and like the
Yeah, it's like
kind of
the general one.
Oh, okay.
yeah. What would my character have probably the most experience with? Maybe
Well,
it's alright. I can just choose my own. I just was
yeah.
wondering if there'd be like a story one that like would fit.
Okay. So, like, you guys aren't from this world. Like,
Oh, okay.
kind of.
So you don't
Right.
worry about basing anything off of the world.
Yeah,
I am Thor, god of thunder.
you work on the, like, original D&D Forgotten Realms setting. That's, like,
Okay.
if you want to draw anything from there, like, that is character backstory comes from there.
Alright.
Oh my god, guys, I've already called it. This is an isekai.
Yeah, no, we did that last campaign.
Oh, okay.
This is something different.
Okay.
Kind of.
I mean, it would be cool if in universe it was an isekai.
Like, what killed you? A tree coon. A branch dropped on me, that's how I got here.
I have sorted out my spells. I am good.
I'm going through my messenger with Sky, and for a long time we just communicated with GIFs.
That is how Sky likes to communicate. Just in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I like the Gifus.
Kalimvor. Ah, yes, Kalimvor.
Yes, I'm currently writing down that long little paragraph. That will be my doctrine that I follow.
I liked that. What was it? What you just said. The long, little paragraph. It is both long and little.
Yes. I mean, it could be a lot longer, but it is so it's not like big, as in like a big paragraph of wall of text, but it's still a fair bit. So it's like a big small,
Big, small.
or a small big. I don't know.
Ben, have you figured out what you're doing for your character sheet?
No, I don't even know how to make a fucking character.
I might go around to his place tomorrow or like sometime soon and help him sort it out.
Alright.
If that works.
He's just here for the experience.
Yeah. I'll just listen for this session.
That's cool. Well, it was just session 0. It's just covering things we want to talk about, you know. Most of us making characters. So good. Are you good, Sky?
I'm not a fast writer, okay? Just let me write this down.
I'm just gonna stay digital. I don't have to write shit.
Oh no, I've done mine digitally. It's all done.
type.
I need to write down stuff.
I guess.
Main stats, is it 4d4 and then you re-roll the lowest, or
No,
what
it's
was it again?
4d6, and you take away the lowest roll.
Yeah, that's right.
I got really lucky on mine. I got like 10, 14, like 15, 16, 12, and then 15.
Stop showing off.
The average of 4d6 drop lowest is 13. That was a kind of a roundabout.
Yeah. To be fair, I did get one like really bad roll, but we get one re-roll, so I used it.
Yeah.
That's not fair. Frick you.
Well,
It was like, what was it? It was like
Profanity. No.
2, a 3, a 1, and then like a 1 or a 4, I think. So it would have been
I'll
like
say
really
whatever
low.
the heck I want.
I was very much.
Profanity.
I was very much considering saying, use the point total method. Like, you have like how much is it? I think it's 50 total points, and you have to spread them out
Ooh.
evenly yourself.
That's cool. 50 might be a little low, though.
1, 2, 6 stats. Yeah, it's probably something like 70.
Yeah. But, yeah, rolling works. Sometimes you just get lucky and sometimes you don't. I mean, like Ben got lucky last time.
I'm not getting
last time.
Yeah. So I know 4 languages, actually. I'm going to change one of them. I don't want to know that one.
I know one language and like 2 words of Japanese. A Japanese teacher can't teach shit.
Oh, they're still teaching Japanese in schools?
Yeah.
Then you
Man.
might know more if you went to school.
I do go to school, unfortunately.
To be fair, I like throughout my schooling experience, I think I've learned like the beginnings of 4 different languages, so none of it stuck.
Yeah.
You know, in my primary school, they did a new language every semester.
No!
They were like,
Oh
that's
no.
enough French. We're going to go learn Italian now.
What's
Oh.
the point of that?
Now we're going to go learn German. I don't know. I guess if, like, you want to keep learning a language in high school, I don't know. It was weird.
They probably thought it would expand your brain, and they're just like, no, it did the opposite. My brain shrunk.
I know how to count to 10 in Japanese. That's all I remembered.
Uh-huh. What is it?
Ichi, san, shi, ga, raku, nana, hachi, kyu, ju.
Ooh, you used chi. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku,
Why
hachi.
Who keeps
I just-
those corners right
I
next
just-
to each other?
Just enjoying Ben reacting to Minecraft. Best D&D session ever.
Meanwhile, Ohayo!
It's just chaos.
Hajimemashite, Pita wa toimasu.
I
Yes, that is my name.
Well-
Congratulations.
Yep, that's if anyone tries to speak to me in Japanese, that's all you're getting out of me. Yes.
Mado wa doko desu?
Guten Tag.
Hi.
The window is over there. Yes, it is. This is just a Discord voice call now. Do you want to go and do our own things? Like, I can boot up a Minecraft server for us all.
I'm
I
making
actually
a
have a
character.
Minecraft server for us all.
Yeah, Regan and Sky are still working on their characters.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. It's 15.
I told you
No,
I was
no.
writing down my document.
We've been talking. I forgot the golden rule of let everyone have a turn. Regan, what are you doing? What's happening? How's the character going?
Come on, Megan, we're doing it for day. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, Megan.
I mean, we could chat about our backgrounds. Our characters won't know them, but like, I didn't get to learn fucking Volprus's background, so I'm not letting this happen again. What's your backstory, Regan?
Are you asking for my new character or for Volprus? Because I can tell you Volprus's now.
Tell me Volprus's backstory.
Okay,
I
you're
need
right.
to know.
They are the sword. They're a sentient weapon. Who that dragon war hero guy made the sword, and then the sword got abandoned in a cave for like 200 years, and then some young adventurers came and found it, and most of the party died except for this one half-elf girl who picked up Volprus, and Volprus possessed her and killed her.
So I was mostly right.
Yeah, mostly right.
That makes a lot of sense because the name was Volprus Fleshrender. That sounds like a dope name for a sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I really hope we do end up getting to play more of that game.
We
Yeah.
will. I just
Yeah.
feel like having this
Go
new...
back to it when we're more experienced.
Yeah. I don't know. I think learning how to play a different style of... Well, not style, but a different... Playing more characters means you get general experience.
Yeah.
Also, the reason there were so many backwards hydras, you really don't think Seedlin stole a single egg.
Oh.
How did they? Why backwards hydras? What was the circus doing?
Because the world was like falling into chaos or whatever. Like that was going to be a whole thing, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. Like
Yeah.
the dungeon, the DM's guide. I'm no, I don't. Is it the game master? One of the books says like what level characters should be at to do certain things, and like when you're getting to level 10, like 9, 10, 11, apparently you should be threatening world scale disasters, like facing world scale threats. It goes
What
like,
the hell is level 20?
that's when you face gods. That's when you do planar travel.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Okay. Ooh.
Like,
That's why it takes so long to level up.
yeah, not a lot, but like many campaigns end with like the heroes being like kings of places or becoming gods in and of themselves.
Yeah.
Level 20 is far, far away.
Oh yeah. We're little level 1 babies.
And yet, at level
Also-
1... Yep.
Some baby god.
Pita. Because I'm a wizard and I know stuff about this world. Would you allow me, like, a little bit later on, would you allow me to, like, homebrew spells and stuff?
Yes. I've been meaning, like, to say, like, if you want to, like, if you can't find the thing in, like, the player's handbook or anything like that, like, ask me. I have a lot of, like, extra books and stuff. But also, like, I am open to homebrewing spells and items. Like, constructing a magic item is something that you can easily do in Pathfinder, but 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons makes it so hard.
Yeah.
If you want to enchant a ring or something, like, Pathfinder has all the instructions written out right there. D&D 5e is like, they've got to do stuff for it.
Like, a little too much artistic liberty was given here.
No, I mean, how large are you going to make your system's reference document?
Mm.
Hey, I don't know if I don't know, put the wrong option in D&D Beyond, but with choosing the background, it doesn't have all the ones from the player's handbook.
No, because you have to buy the player's handbook.
But,
Okay, hang on. No, can you put in Discord or somewhere? I can add you to my D&D Beyond account, and so you can get access to all of my books.
Okay.
What books do you have, Peter?
A lot.
He just like all of them.
No, not all of them.
I've got all the physical ones, but like not all
Yeah.
the physical, but most of them.
Yeah, it wants you to buy the ones on, like, there. Which is a little
So can you
annoying.
just like add me to your account? Will I have to do this all again?
I don't think so. I have enabled content sharing. Provide the link. I think you can just edit your character and you'll have the new options on that character.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Where do I
That wasn't encouraging.
No? Friend? Okay.
Okay.
That's
It works. It works.
what is this?
Wait, I don't know if this.
Back up.
Does it? Has it shown on your end, Peter?
Refresh. I don't see...
Okay, never mind.
Yet.
1 second. How's that?
Yep, there you are.
Cool.
And so hopefully you have access to all of my content, which is Curse of
Cool.
Strahd, Divine Contention, Dragons of Icespire Peak, Dungeon Master's Guide, Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Monsters Manual, Player's Handbook, Sleeping Dragon's Wake, Stormlord's Wrath, Sword Coast's Adventure Guide, Tash's Cauldron of Everything, Volo's Guide to Monsters, Waterdeep, Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and Xantha's Guide to Everything. Whew.
You do have quite a few.
It's about, what, a quarter of all possible source books and handbooks.
Yeah, I have like The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Xander's Guide to Everything, Volvo's Guide to Monsters, and The Player's Handbook.
Oh, Tash's Guide is so cool.
Yeah. Although I like the Wild Beyond the Witchlight because it gives you berries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you and Sky are both using the same D&D Beyond account, do you want to use that link in the Discord to join the campaign on D&D Beyond?
Sure, hold on.
I've come up so I've come up on your account, but it's like a finished page now, and I don't know how to go back to editing it to making it.
In the top right, there's a little anvil with a hammer striking it.
Top right.
Of the character sheet, just after the
You're
campaign name.
Sky, you're using the first copy of Cedric, right? Not the copy?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've already changed their stats, so you can go have a look if you want.
You found it, Regan?
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, I'm gonna make this, and I can continue. I'm not gonna make this,
It's-
and I die. I make it, so.
Do you have options for backstories?
No, but that's okay. I can probably just make it work because I don't know. It should have all the basic options, shouldn't it? From the player's handbook, you'd think.
Yeah.
You think. Yeah.
Oh, well.
It sucks.
Background. Background options. Alkalite Charlatan, City Watch, Clanecrafter, Cloistered Scholar, Courtier, Criminal Entertainer, Faction Agent, Far Traveler, Fey Lost. Fey Lost? Cool.
Yeah, I don't have like most of those.
Oh. Weird. I mean, which one do you want? Which backstory?
I think I was planning on Hermit.
Hermit. If I modify that,
Yeah.
does that show up on yours if I say finish?
I don't know if I think I might have had. Hang on. I might have had to have gone out of your thing to edit my character.
Weird. D&D Beyond, why don't you make things easy?
No, hang on.
Yeah, that's just why I freaking gave my account to Sky to use.
Yeah, that does sound easier. Ooh.
I was just like, don't look at my NPCs that I make.
Oh, did you put that in, Peter?
The Hermit.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I've got it all.
You've got
Cool.
them all now?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was
Yeah.
just a weird refresh thing.
Yeah, probably. I'll just make sure it was the one I was thinking.
Ooh, look at that. There's a... I can view the backstory of Elira?
Lyra.
Elira.
Ooh, could I read it
You can
out
read it.
so everybody can hear it?
Yeah.
Born to a wealthy noble family, she was the sixth child. Her biological father was an unknown elf who disguised himself as her mother's husband and slept with her when he was away on a business trip. Despite being conceived by another man, her parents loved her none the less than their other children, no one taking the blame for a disgusting trick. Her mother did wish to find the elf that had done this, but he evaded their grasp. Well, a large family and being one of noble nature, they were
Welcome back.
They were all very loving and often spent time with each other. Thus, they were very encouraging and nurturing towards her love of reading and knowledge. Her family, in fact, brought the library in town with the dragonborn worker Darhan Torith specifically for her. She often went there with guards to spend her free time outside of lessons, reading and messing around with the old dragonborn, who, while he never admitted it, probably enjoyed her company and mischief. Coming across an old spell book one day belonging to a wizard whose name was lost to history, and messing around with the old tomb, it was found that they had a knack for magic. Well, the dragonborn librarian was kind enough to help teach her in hopes to awaken her magic. The event that truly brought forth her magic, however, was when a group of bandits happened upon the library, taking out the guards. The librarian had attempted to hold them off for her to run to safety, but she, in what she believed in a desperate attempt to save him, ended up killing him along with the bandits as she accidentally set the library ablaze. However, it wasn't until after the guards had woken up, that they learned that what she believed to be bandits were actually a well-known group of adventurers that had been led to believe that the library was harboring a dangerous monster. Her family, using their connections, buried her involvement and attempted to convince them that it wasn't her fault, but they were racked with guilt. They dyed their hair and set out to protect their family, as well as learn more about the world and the magic they feel flowing within them. The last activity she did with her family before leaving was to do her first find familiar ritual. They watched in awe, only at the moment realizing the magic she may hold. She named her familiar after the dragonborn who shaped who they were, Darhan. Before leaving, they did promise to write to her family, in which they promised to write back and send them a little coin to help them on their adventures. And, as a note, in remembrance of her friend and teacher, she got a tattoo of a small blue dragon in flight on the back of her neck before leaving on her adventures.
Cool.
Alright then.
I do not go simple with my backstories. I write 2 whole paragraphs.
Inspiration! Inspiration!
You can tell that they're a writer.
Ooh, I like your style though.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, no, I'm just putting it out there because I said Hermit before. I'm going with Outlander.
Oh, okay, cool. What does an Outlander background give you?
Couple skills. I'm looking into it still.
Excellent.
It's my character's grown up sort of in the wilds with you know a small group of people. And is very familiar with the natural world.
Yep. An excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Write down my daughter.
Hold back in here for walks.
Okay.
This is so cool, all of these characters.
I already put your Ooh.
I like not to be mean to Sky, but I like the few spelling mistakes.
You're welcome.
I mean, quote, form da god.
Look, I get form and from mixed up, okay?
Yeah, no, they're very easy too.
I mean, I was a C student.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just like, I like how there's a deliberate use of da instead of the.
Yep.
And then right next to it.
That's me, like, all the time.
Yeah, no,
Don't you know, all my spelling mistakes are deliberate. It's to keep you guys on your toes. Make sure you know how to spell.
Oh no, I've made a puzzle around how to spell things. I've realized this is a terrible idea for a puzzle for you guys.
For me specifically.
It's, for me specifically, puzzles are a bad idea.
Ben has also said he's bad at puzzles. Well, not spelling.
Yeah, this is.
I literally have the spelling of a third grader.
So, you're on the same level as Sky, you know.
It's okay, spell check. Autocorrect.
There's no spell checks in a dungeon.
Ow.
Hate to break it to you.
I'll find some kind of spell. I'm sure there's one.
Paladins don't get spells yet.
I don't know.
You don't get spells until like level 3 or something. Until you make your own.
Well, my paladin is actually... Oh no, wait. But...
He's a strong boy, though.
It's strong.
Are you going to use your strength, or are you going to use a crossbow from really far range every single time?
I'm not going to be up front, guys, even though I'm supposed to be the tank. I'm going to be a ranger, but my class is a paladin. I would play like a ranger.
Oh no. We don't have a healer.
It's okay, I can heal you guys for like 5
Oh
hit
yeah.
Yeah.
I can heal you for 5 hit points once a day.
Yeah, paladins can heal, and they like learn healing spells later on, but they're not really healers. So,
Hey, you're the one with the magic, you can be the healer.
I'm a wizard. I do the attack.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, rangers also can learn healing spells if they want.
you guys are going to love the thematic parallels between this campaign and the last campaign.
Cool. I don't like how you're laughing there.
I'm very specifically not copying like any of the ideas or concepts, but like just general. There's hints, and there's a reason for the hints, and Nick might guess the reason for the hints of the campaign having some little elements of the last campaign.
Yep. I know.
Sussy, wussy.
Ooh.
Guys, it's so soft.
Did you want to read out your character backstory, Sky?
Okay. Let me... Yeah, I'll pull out my phone now.
Let them read it.
Yeah. And it'll probably be easier to read it. That's okay. Where is it? That's my bag. Here we go. Okay. So, Cedric Hewitt grew up in a medium-sized city with a prominent necromancer guild. His family were middle class. They didn't follow any kind of faith. The filthy non-believers. Cedric first joined the faith when he was approached by one of the preachers who had witnessed his distress over a dead cat. He was quite distraught. He liked the kitty, but it wasn't moving anymore. And he was
How old was he when that happened?
quite young. Really like 4 or something.
Oh.
He was comforted by the words of the faith about how it was its time to die, and his parents had no real opposition to him being accepted into the church, as the boy would be doing work for the church, like helping some of the members translate old texts and writings from a nearby defeated labyrinth. As such, he could help with the household income. So they were like, it's money, we don't care what you do.
Oh, those skills might actually be useful in this new world.
See, he was heavily dedicated to the church and has been praised, and they have been praised for their devotion many times by the church elders. They were impressed by his early work of translating texts from the labyrinth and saw the makings of a devout
Devotee?
devotee.
Despite all those like transcribing and stuff, you're still pretty fucking dumb.
Well, is my name Cedric? No, it's Sky. Oh, you're talking about my character.
Yeah.
Well, I had to give my stats to other stuff, okay? Leave me alone. I've been cooped up, okay? Anyways, the elders decide that he would prefer to be perfect to spread the word of their god and started down the path of the paladin as to better spread the word, and be equipped to deliver to those their just deaths. At the age of 22, they begin their journey, and they're now currently 23. But yes, they're a bit, they don't know much of the world because they, grew up in the church.
Oh.
So they're a bit naive in the ways of people.
Oh, there's so many ways. Like, your character's gonna like. Oh.
I'm scared now.
You're gonna feel
Yes, I know some languages though.
Your character's gonna feel things, and they're not gonna know why they're feeling them.
Exactly. Yes, I really one of my skills that a paladin gives me. Divine sense. I can sense the presence of evil, celestial, fiend, and undead things.
Yeah, this new world is gonna confuse the heck out of you.
I'm just like, everything is evil.
Well, no, like the gods are very specifically cultivating a balance.
Yeah, because they just created the world and stuff. They'll be like, oh my god, I feel the touch of the celestials.
And also, the 9 divines are associated with the 9 different alignments.
Oh.
Huh.
I know.
And, I have no idea how to give you this information easily because it makes much more sense written down. That's how I've written it. But, so for clerics and other things, there's 8 domains, the 8 clerical domains. And, how do you fit 9 gods into 8 domains? And the answer is, even in the Forgotten Realms, almost everyone doubles up. And so the 9 divines each have at least 2, and one of them has 4 powers over the domains.
Oh.
So the 3 gods that are chaotic preside over the domain of death. The 3 gods that are lawful each share power in the domain of life. And the neutral ones share in the domain of knowledge. Then the good aligned gods all share in the domain of light, and the evil aligned gods all share in the domain of tempest, and the neutral aligned good and evil way all share in the nature domain. And then the last 2, along one diagonal, the lawful good, true neutral, and chaotic evil are all types of war. The war domain is shared between those 3, lawful good, true neutral, and chaotic evil. And then the domain of trickery is shared between the lawful evil, true neutral, and chaotic good domain gods. And all of that is so much better summarized by a diagram. Oh, hang on. No, wait. We've got Discord. I can just share the diagram. D&D deities.png. There we go. Look at that. There's a whole diagram. It's got the names of the gods too, but they didn't fit, so I used a pixel art program. I should have used just a normal paint program, but I used pixel art program, so the names didn't fit, so they had to be hyphenated.
Fancy.
Very fancy. The accents across the top of vowels means that the vowels are the longer forms. So, gethebido, short vowels, jabiga, long I, bagidatha, long vowels. Everyone is being quiet. I hope you're studying the diagram and not just wondering how I've lost my mind this
I
time.
am. You just give them simple names like Frank.
I mean, if you study this for a really long time, you'd find the patterns I used to make them, because the gods named themselves with the idea of balance. So there's a whole bunch of patterns in there.
I'm just calling this one, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the first three letters, the first syllable is unique among them. So if you really don't know how to pronounce any of it,
Yeah, the gods are actually it, ja, bag, chi, ya, ben, ki, pi, and tai. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my attention.
yeah, Regan.
I was just like, what the fuck did I get into?
I've tried. Never mind. I'll bring it up later if it's a problem.
Oh wait, this is session 0.
Yeah, I'll bring it up if I'm making the character and it hasn't shown up yet, but maybe it'll show up later. Hang on.
How is the character making doing?
Well, I've just done like all the suggested characteristics, and I've pressed the add button, but they haven't. I can't see where they've been added.
There's another like drop down menu it should be in.
On the character
There should be
sheet,
another.
on the character sheet in the bottom right, it's got tabs: actions, inventory, features and traits, description, notes, extras.
Okay, cool. I'm still on the creation, so.
Ah, okay. Yep. Do. Ge, dia, bag, shi, nya, man, ke, pya, thi. Or sure, whatever you said.
Bag, she. It's get, ba, there you go, me, bag, she, yeah, man, he, hi.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
One of the links I've posted in Discord is for the World Anvil page, and it's a mess to navigate, but you might find interesting bits of lore that I've written, hopefully.
Just my caption's gonna be like, false prophets. No, that's not how gods work. Yeah. My god's hand. No. Everyone acknowledges that there's like lots of gods. That's my character likeness. I can tell it's quite there. They were raised in a temple. That's the temple I go to. Yeah, you're God interacting with other gods.
I like the idea that Cedric's just like, yeah, there's one god and it's the god of death. It's the only constant in life.
Yes. I don't think anyone else like
in the party is going to be religious.
Oh, sweet, your thing.
You know what? Just for that, I'm going to make a different religion for my group. If the worship becomes.
No, the complicated interactions with the world. Nah, it's fine.
Character worships the time turtle, they will be.
I know what I've done, like. Is there a god that, like, the dragons or dragonborns worship?
No, not at all. In the Forgotten Realms, which all of this is technically based on, in the Forgotten Realms, the dragons just came from elsewhere, like the elves did. And I don't think they brought their gods with them. Well, I don't think they had any gods to bring with them.
So is the dragon.
You're getting very quiet and far away.
Because I turned away. Is Bahamut, who is dragon god of good.
I didn't get that.
Also Tiamat, who is the dragon goddess view.
Regan, can you hear anything they're saying?
Not very well. It's very tinny.
Yeah.
And they're just saying that they found some gods and dragons.
Yeah, there's Bahamut, the god dragon of good, and Tiamat,
That's better.
god dragon
Oh,
of
no.
evil. Well,
Yeah.
god of evil. They exist.
Ah.
Do 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 do.
The ghost there.
I've fixed my character. She now, her faith is in the dragon god. She's also. Hey, you're both gone. They're fucking dead anyway. You're following a. Yeah, he's probably
I'm-
not dead.
No.
Of course, my god's dead. It's the god of death. Would it make sense if it was alive?
I'm catching like every third word, but it sounds exciting.
I was just saying, I've changed my character's faith to Bahamut, the dragon of good.
Yeah.
He's just saying how that's not a god, that's a dragon. Yeah, and I'm
It's the dragon god.
you're gonna fucking cry when you learn my god probably came out unscathed. It's okay. If my god is in the underworld waiting for me. And no, he's not. How did you know that, huh? Because I have him. Tell me, spoilies. You can really figure them out if you read the fucking, like, page. About the world. Yeah. Ben just. This has been a very chaotic session. Oh, agree.
Very quiet.
I'm just writing my backstory.
What are you doing, Peter?
Looking at Regan's backstory, refreshing the page occasionally to read it more.
And
It's just the bones at the moment. I want to flesh it out properly in a bit.
Yep.
After I hear what you think of it.
Oh, yeah. I got Nick's laptop, so now I can do the Minecraft.
You can.
Yay. I have a friend.
Probably pretty boring for you, Ben, because you don't have any of your character stuff.
He's not bored. He gets to play Minecraft.
That's true.
He doesn't have to think about numbers.
Magic rocks, the magic rocks that do math.
Okay, if anybody wants to join and be my friend, that's the IP.
What version?
1.18. Java edition.
The caves and the cliffs.
Those caves and those cliffs.
you know what happened to me? I was fucking playing my survival world, and I died in a cave, and I managed to get back there just as everything despawned.
Oh, mate, that's happened to me before.
I spent 2 hours fucking going through like mine shaft and stuff, and I had so much shit on me, and I watched it just literally slip from my fingers, and I just quit.
Okay. Just so you know, if you guys, like, if one of you is gonna join, my friends are kind of new to Minecraft, so they keep inventory on so they don't rage quit. Just
That's fair.
That's very fair. Mine and Nick's world. Nick and I's world? Nick and my... If I take Nick out of the sentence, my world. If I add...
Nick and my world.
Nick and my world. Like, when we defeat the Ender Dragon is when we turn... keep inventory on, because we are not losing our stuff in the end.
It's just like when your friend finds diamonds, our diamonds. When you find diamonds, my diamonds.
That guy.
Yeah, Regan?
What do you think of this?
Let me refresh the page and view the information.
I haven't actually come up with a character name, everyone, so you know, yet, but I'm working on
How
it.
dare you?
Ooh.
Yeah, how dare you, Regan? Shame.
Not having
Peter, I'm thinking it's something like, you know, the Seven Swans fairy tale?
Vaguely.
Okay, I don't know, we'll talk more about it in depth when I have more thoughts.
Nice.
Okay, so for my backstory, centuries ago, an elven family charged one of the heirs with guarding and protecting a powerful artifact that lay hidden in a forest. Since then, time and generations have passed, and this faction of the royal family remains in the forest, relatively isolated from the outside world. Recently, all but the youngest, my character, have been turned to stone as the result of a curse. My character is just left home to find a cure and a way to restore his family.
I like it.
Oh,
Just wait. Who actually joined the server?
I did.
Okay, you're going the wrong way.
I haven't done it yet. I was going to, but I was listening to Regan's story.
God, I'm the only one who wrote like 2 paragraphs for background story.
Look up into your right.
So, I mean, okay. I trust you guys to know what the difference between what your character knows and what you know. this is technically like
Just punched a chicken.
it's technically like a time
It'd
skip
be like some
story.
carrots, a good stack.
So-
Hey, Hey Ben. Hey Ben, can you try not to talk over Peter, please?
Oh fuck! Right, sorry.
Like, we are actually here for D&D.
Yeah, I forgot about
It's kind of a time skip story for your characters. Your characters come from before the world was created, from a different time. And so, like, there's reasons elements of your backstory will be coming up and, like, interacting with the rest of the world. So, like, your stone family will definitely be here, despite this being, quote unquote, a fresh new world 300 years old.
Okay. Cool.
Like, the Dungeon Master's Guide describes, like, the overall campaign tone. Like, is it a mysteries? Are you doing, like, episodic dungeon fights, etc., etc.? This is kind of like your characters are in a mystery and they need to find the answer.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm keen for it.
Yay!
I think I'll fill out my organizations and allies and stuff, and not today, because that needs thoughts.
Yep. No, I think are we finished with the D&D session, technically?
Yeah, we
Did we want
we
to
can go over to help Ben with his stuff.
Yeah, do we need all of our characters completely done to do the starty scene bit?
No, it doesn't. So, an hour and 32 minutes in, and we can start the game.
Do a little starty stuff.
I mean, can I have your full attention, please? That may be difficult if you're playing Minecraft at the same time, but I guess...
You can attempt.
You can attempt, Ben.
I shall attempt.
Here, we just come play for you. Okay, you have our attention. You have my attention.
The four of you awaken in the middle of 3 standing stones. Incredibly tall, like 20-25 feet. Grey rocks, like carved with a few odd symbols. And 7 hooded...
I need my notebook! I need my notebook! Okay. Wait, I'm back. Sorry, I was not prepared at all, apparently. Okay, I'm good, sorry.
Okay. The sound of a river nearby cascading through some rapids fills your ears. And you can see 7 robed figures lying dead around you.
Oh.
Do we know each other?
You do not know each other.
And I assume we don't know any of the robed figures?
They have their heads covered, but, like, they have some blood dripping out of their noses.
Do we see anyone else alive?
Not aside from the 3 others around you.
Okie dokie.
Just see. And say someone else is taking heads all over.
Are we playing, or is this like a cliffhanger thing?
That's the cliffhanger.
Cool. That's exciting.
Oh boy. Why do you have so many? And yeah,
Minecraft's happening. Yay, Minecraft. I'll just tell all this to Regan. Don't worry about your notebook, Nick.
well, I already took down the notes. Like,
I was gonna flesh it out a bit more.
I'm listening.
So,
wait, I am listening as well.
the 7 figures are laying down with all of their heads pointing away, feet pointing towards you. That's why you can see their bleeding noses. They're very obviously dead, with no chest rising and falling. They are not breathing. They look like very, very limp. The sun is just rising, and if you looked around further, you see there's some mountains to the south, some forest to the north, and a river winding east to west. That's where the sounds of the rapids are coming from.
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
If you were tuned into my stream, you could see the visual that I'm describing.
And which way is the forest?
To the north. You know what? I will just upload it.
Just stop.
If I go over there, I can just upload it to Discord. If you would like to view it in Discord, it is there as well. You cannot see the forest, it is behind where the quote-unquote camera is.
Oh,
So,
cool. So
are we in
like
the
the middle
center
of
of that island?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any memory of how we got there?
No. As far as your backstory is concerned, it was a entirely normal day. And then a absolutely brief period of blackness, and now you're here, and you're all standing.
Oh,
I'm also standing with a crow on my shoulder.
Yes,
Of course
there's
you are.
there also happens to be a crow here.
Well, a raven. He's a raven.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
shush, that's not important right now.
Oh, okay.
Important to me!
There is no time is passing. I am simply describing the exact moment of your popping into existence. This is where we will launch off from next time. I'll re-go over it as well.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this character and the campaign and everyone else's characters.
I know, I'm so excited for this campaign. Don't do anything on my account, you little bitch. Is that where we're gonna leave off then?
Yep. With
Ooh.
that scene of an approaching storm.
I want to know what's going on with these dead bodies that are around us.
Yeah.
What the frick?
That would be interesting.
Yeah, no, it would be very interesting.
They summoned us here.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yep, I think they summoned us here. Shut up. I'll think what I want to think, Nick.
Yeah, he's got
Like, in case you were thinking it, aside from their bodies and the few, like, what might be carvings. It might just be weathered rock on the 3 stone pillars. There's no like obvious signs of magic. Like there's no magic circle.
What color are the robes?
They're brown.
Alright.
And I mean, you'll probably investigate them. They're of a very like not rough spun. Like they're very simple cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I'm not the one playing, it's Sky. If she does anything, it's not me, I swear.
Yeah, I know, she told me.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. Don't fuck shit up.
D&D is done for today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter!
Thank you.
Yeah, and you'll help Ben out with his character before next session reads?
Hopefully, yeah. I'll try and get that in.
I mean, if not, we can start it with going through like D&D Beyond.
Yeah. It's downloading, but if you want it to download faster, you can turn off. Okay. Sure.
What?
Sorry.
Why didn't you put your armor on?
Do you have a
I
way
gave you
to...
the armor.
She doesn't know how to play.
That explains a lot, actually. Whatever you do, don't jump and fucking crops. Please.
Yeah. No griefing. I don't even know what griefing means. No fucking messing with it.
Hello. I just wanted to show off this feature of Discord that I can move people around.
Huh?
Magic Discord features. Welcome to the secret testing channel.
To the what? Oh.
Do you have a way to play Minecraft, like on your phone or something?
I have an Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ben doesn't have the mods and things to set up a cross-play, but like the rest of us normally play on Java, but like I know some magics that allow Java to play on the same server as Bedrock Edition.
Cool. Alright, I'm not very good at it on Xbox because I grew up with computers, but...
Yeah, no, I'm not saying we need to start playing Minecraft now. I was actually thinking I might just play some Among Us, learn all the new things that have changed.
But sometime when I've built it more, I can't remember if I've told you, but I'm building a Minecraft under thing from it's pretty cool.
Oh, and I'll have Vault. I've very recently reread The Name of the Wind and King Killer Wise Man's Fear. Yeah, like 2 days ago.
Because like a few years ago, I've been meaning to do. I've started this like 3 separate times, and I went through and like meticulously mapped out as much as I could, like on paper, just like connecting which bits went to which, and I haven't worked on it in a bit, but I will show it to you sometime.
Oh heck, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, no, I one thing, like, I never realized it, but like the Wise Man's Fear, yeah, that book, like Ori is such an important part of the story for like Kvothe and like his ideas about the world. Because Kvothe doesn't understand like Eladin until like he goes really to see Ferulian, like elf seductress lady. Yeah. And like and then he went to the Adem. But like
and had to master the spinning leaf mindset.
Yeah. But like I don't think he would have been able to do any of that without having first met Ori. Like I can't, I've literally just read it and I can't remember which order it happens in, but like Eladin takes him to see the asylum, whatever it's called. And like
I think that was before he met Ori.
Yeah, and just Kvothe didn't like quite understand, but like in learning to like he wants to protect Ori, and like he's that's where I think it began. Anyway, so I use this to think of a character, like the very first character you're going to meet, the very
Ooh.
and they are not a child, but like they're that kind of like hyperactive piecing things together, like ADHD, to use an overused word. But like, yeah, the thematic story parallels, they're going to be an herbalist's daughter. Well, I say daughter, herbalist's child. And they're going to do their first trip to the shrine of the 9 divines.
Huh.
And so in this world, like, everyone goes on a trip to the shrine of the 9 divines because the thoughts in order. So the 9 divines have set out to like create balance in the world. Like the priests, there's only 3 orders of priests: the good, the neutral, and the evil. That's the axis the priests are on, because they believe that in childhood people are chaotic, and then in midlife they're neutral, and then in old age they're lawful. That's what they believe. Like, if someone's opposite that, like, they see them as not an abomination, but like as different to what the order of things is.
Yeah.
And so people all around, so the 2 continents separated by 2 oceans, very big oceans. The continents are actually a big band around the world that goes through the poles. So technically 1 continent, but how do you say that? And so on each continent, they went ahead and built, like, if you have just recently been created, you're going to build a shrine to the gods that just created you.
Mm-hmm.
And so these have grown into these like giant religious shrines surrounded by like small towns. Like, it's been 300 years. There's not that much you can do, but like around the religion there's a lot of building going on, like everything's being done. And so it's kind of a journey that everyone takes when they feel ready to go see whether they're going to follow the path of good, neutral, or evil.
Wait, is this where we've ended up? Is this one of the shrines?
No.
Okay.
This is someplace else. No, the shrine, is a little bit further on. The shrine's an actual building that the people have built, And so, and it's quite good to, like, everyone goes when they feel ready. A lot of people, like, it's not tradition yet, but like a lot of people bring back their partners, because like as mostly one big group of humans, you don't want interbreeding. So all the different towns, it's good if you go to the shrine once in your life to bring back a partner. So it's not small town hick inbreeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah. Okay. Have the other people have left the voice channel?
Alrighty.
It's been fun talking. I want to explore the world with you guys.
Yeah, I can't wait. I figured I should go with a good character for this game because I was not good at being evil as Volbris.
Oh well,
it's funny because in Kai's game I always play like chaotic good or like neutral characters, and they always kill so many people. There is much less regard for consequences, and with Volpris,
you didn't kill nearly as many.
I wasn't even mean to a child.
Yeah. Some of that was me going like, no, wait, hold on, you can't abandon people.
Yeah, but that was also important because I wanted Volpris to develop like that. Like, that was other characters encouraging Volpris and stuff.
Yeah. Like, Nick, like, this is the thing, I was like, I'm going to be very trusting with my players, you guys know the difference between what you know and what your characters know, and then with Nick in the world building, like, we were just bouncing ideas back and forth. Nick was going, like, poking holes in what I'd said, and like, this is what you gotta fix. And it was just like, I can't bring myself to say the thing, I don't want to spoil it, despite the fact that we're just talking.
It is nice having surprises, though.
Yeah, but that's what's the story that you guys are creating, that's part of that. Like, the entire world, I can just explain to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, spoilers, not spoilers, the 9 divines and the balanced world they've created is built upon, like, and in some cases, literally, the ruins of what has happened when a big bad evil guy got too big, too bad, too evil, decided all life was bad, and wiped life clean off the face of the Forgotten Realms world. And of course the gods the previous gods would have opposed this. The big bad evil guy trapped them away as best he could, but gods exist when you know them and acknowledge they exist, and he couldn't stop acknowledging they existed.
Okay, is this guy still around, or is he kind of cancelled himself out?
He's left to go destroy other worlds. And so the gods, trapped in their prison, bickered a lot, but the one thing they could kind of all sort of agree was this extreme of evil shouldn't happen again. And so this idea of balance came about, and forced into this prison as they were, an agreement among these small deities made them, like, not merge into one, but, like, enough that when they separated out again and freed themselves from the prison, they came to be the 9 divines, each aligned with an alignment.
Cool. This is really cool.
Yeah, and the old world is still under there. It's buried deep. The 9 divines created a fresh new surface, but, like, I still want there to be dungeon delving and, like, labyrinths and, you know, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, so it's the dungeons and stuff can lead, like, onto something that would be completely alien to these new people.
Yeah. But it might be quite familiar to you guys.
Yeah.
Being from the old world. If you're a god, do you raise an entire town, or do you just tuck it under the earth and fold some new earth on top of it? And so, like, one fun thing is that the dwarves, known for digging deep, like, when the, like, in universe, the humans and the dwarves teamed up, quote unquote, quite quickly. They found that they were very compatible races. But, like, centers of knowledge aren't really being built just yet, and, like, the idea of archaeology is non-existent. The universe was created by the 9 divines along with this planet. Like, what's there to dig up?
Yeah.
And so when dwarves start finding this stuff, earthquakes, natural disasters, like dwarves digging, like, that shakes the very core of your beliefs that there's stuff that, well, obviously the gods must have put it there, right?
So, our characters arriving, they've come from the old world?
Yeah. Yep.
But not at the beginning of this one. It's been like 300 years, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And again, spoilers, not spoilers, because I trust you to know the difference between what your character is and what... all of the gods being trapped away did not account for the god of stories, of narrative, who in the last world, being the Forgotten Realms, being the world where all stories of D&D take place technically, the god of stories embodied the planet. And so when all life was wiped out, that dealt a great blow to the god of stories. And the 9 divines, in recreating the world and reshaping it and placing people down, people know what stories are, but they don't really know how to tell them if they don't have any personal experience yet. Stories are still relatively new. It's taken 300 years for the god of stories to realize, like, keeping things in balance, not having too much extreme good or evil, chaotic or lawful, that's not enough. You gotta have stories. You gotta have talking. And so they have enacted a plan which has created you guys, the literal first heroes, to go about doing stories. And, like, it's kind of a thing where, like, even if you say, no, I don't want to create stories with you, you're still creating a story for them.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And, like, Nick was the first to point out, like, you've got the gods put, like, a few... I still don't know really this. Like, a few groups of humans here and there in climates that are good for them. A few groups of dwarves in climates that are good for them. Elves, every single race has been added back to the world. But, like, the exotic races, like dragons and elves and, like, elemental beings, Gensai, they could have gone to their home planes to have avoided the destruction of everything.
Oh.
They'll be trickling back into the world as well as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, your elven family, the god of stories... Well, see, that's the thing. As you heroes go about doing things, people will tell stories about you. Who knows how the 9 divines will react about that challenging notions of good and bad. But also, the god of stories, when people start telling stories about the heroes, the god of stories will gain more power.
Yeah.
And so you might find things happening, like... This is me as a DM being able to go, like... In-universe reason for you to meet so many important people, for so many important things to happen to you specifically.
Yeah, because it would also be kind of the god of fate.
Yeah.
Like, in a way.
Yeah.
When it wants to be.
Yeah. So this is the world.
Cool.
I should probably
I'm excited.
let you rest your brain.
Yes. I will. I've said this is cool a lot of times, but it keeps on being cool.
Yeah, one of the links I put in Discord is a link to a World Anvil page where there's information and timelines, and hopefully I'll do stuff with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Bye. Have a good week.
Alright. Bye. You too.
Yeah. And I think that's also the end of the stream. 'Cause, yeah. Forgot about that fact that I was streaming. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed watching. Is that a thing people have done? I could show the end of stream. I mean, tune in next week for more this.